Here's why you always end up overeating foods like chocolate. Way back in our caveman days, food wasn't as readily available as what it is now. But if cavewoman Kelly came across a bunch of berries, you can bet your loincloth that she'd be stopping and eating them. Whew, that was a tongue twister. Yeah, I know that these are gross, but just roll with it. So, if she filled up on just one specific type of berry, she'd only get the nutrients that that one type had. So your brain developed this thing called sensory-specific satiation, which means that if you eat something over and over in one sitting, you'll eventually get fed up of the same texture, taste, and mouthfeel, even if you're not full. And you'll move on to another food so you can get a variety of nutrients in, so you can be a nice functioning human. But in the modern world, that's not really applicable anymore, because, well, there's an abundance of foods, and they're all a lot more complicated than just the humble berry. And if you're finding this useful so far, you should drop me a follow, because I break down complex nutrition into healthy habits. Think of a bar of chocolate. In this one bar alone, there's a so much for breaking that. In this one bar alone, there's a bunch of different flavours, textures and sensations. So when you eat this food, you're way more likely to overeat on it because you don't hit that sensory-specific satiation point. Because, well, there's a lot going on, which actually makes it super easy to overeat on foods like this, especially when you're hungry. So what do you do about it? Well, sensory-specific satiation is only one thing that will stop you from eating. Fullness is another. So when you want foods like chocolate, eat it with foods that are physically filling, like protein and fibre. And that way, you'll massively reduce your risk of overeating them.